The other day, it was the 1 year anniversary of the death of Stanley. And it really hurt me so hard because I knew Stan and I did some promotional work for him and spent some time with him after the conventions were over. And it was a dream come true. And, I really worked really hard for it. And, it really hurt me hard last year when it happened. And again, a few days ago, just remembering. And then I started seeing all these videos about the YouTube apocalypse, COPA, and the FTC. I'm like, I'm still in recovery mode here. What the hell's going on? And it reminded me of the scare that happened not too long ago over the whole Logan Paul incident, that fucking douchebag. To where YouTube threatened to end the partnership if you didn't meet certain requirements. I had the right amount of subscribers, but not the hours, and thanks to everybody who helped out, I managed to make it on time and keep my partnership. Let me tell you, it was very stressful for me, okay? Because not everybody has all the free time in the world to do this shit, and I literally had to put everything aside for a long period of time. I think it was like months, to try the very best I can to come up with more videos and have people help me out. It wasn't easy. I didn't want to lose my partnership. I worked really hard to get there. But of course, because of that fucking douchebag Logan Paul's bullshit, we all had to suffer for it. Bad actors, bullshit, or whatever the hell their claim is. Now this current situation is causing panic to every YouTube creator, and within good reason. Granted, I've seen situations to where accounts get hacked, which is happening a lot lately, where people's accounts are being deleted for some strange reason. And I feel for those who had to go through that, because people pour their heart and soul into these videos, and it's very hard work editing. Some people spent a lot of money for their programs. Well, a lot of you content creators can understand where I'm coming from, because we all are. We all have our different ways or different fundings, and and to find out their hard work was being taken away without explanation is devastating. And that really has nothing to do with the situation going on, but it's kind of fishy. Because as far as I know, there's a two-step authentication, but they managed to get past and override that. I don't know. It seems like a fuck up from YouTube once again. But now the situation once again is at fault for YouTube for what they did is that they targeted kids in ads and faced a major lawsuit from the FTC a few months ago for violating the COPA law. So how do they handle the situation once again? Who's going to take the blame this time? Not them. Well, they took the blame. They took the penalty that they had to pay. But now this time around, the content creators of YouTube sending the lambs to the slaughter, or as the FTC guy stated, fish in a barrel. Now, I want you guys to check out the video that's in the comment section that I'm going to post. And this guy basically explains, and also you see footage from the FTC talking about the whole fish in a barrel thing, and pretty much explaining as to what I'm going to explain to you now. But this guy, it's a half an hour video, but it's really worth watching as to how serious the situation is for everybody, not just in the United States, but everybody around the world. Okay, everybody's fucked. And to me, this isn't about protecting the kids, because look, kids need to be protected. I agree. This is more about a cheap way, a money scheming situation, okay? Because I think to be fined $42,000 per video if you fuck up, which intentionally nobody wants to fuck up, okay? Everybody would love to, everybody wants to stay, everybody who's, obviously trying to obey the rules. You think they want to get slapped with a fine? That's insane. $42,000 per video. Look, to make the long story short, as most of you know, the new law is, you have to mark your videos as either safe for kids or, made for kids or not made for kids, pretty much. And if you have a mix of videos, which I'm pretty sure everybody on YouTube has a mix of it, I don't think everybody has either not made for kids or made for kids. Everybody does certain things that appeals to children. There's so many things, variations of things that appeals to kids who are 13 years old, okay? You just pretty much have to go through each and every one of your videos, and I have 858, and I know a lot of people have even a hell of a lot more. And there's a deadline, December 9th, I think. And you either have to mark it safe for kids or not. And there's also a YouTube algorithm, but CEO, once again, if you watch the video, says that it's not exactly 100%. So don't count on them to do the job for you. It's basically your responsibility now to mark it as either safe for kids, made for kids, or not made for kids. And the thing is that, how do you know for certain if your videos are made for kids or not? A lot of things appeal to children. I mean, for example, you could be doing, look, Freddy Krueger's obviously a horror icon and obviously not made for 13-year-old kids. But if you're unboxing a toy or a statue, it technically falls under the category of something that's appealing to kids because it's a fucking toy. Look, for fuck's sake, I dress up as Spider-Man in some of my videos and attend conventions as well as unboxing and trailer reactions. I'm fucked. There's a lot of people out there who make their money, they make a living off doing their YouTube stuff, and even if they decide to stay and they have their videos marked as kid-friendly, there's no more advertisements for them. That means no unboxing videos, no... Shit, what about trailer reactions to like fucking movies like Star Wars, for example, which obviously is for everybody, but they could argue, hey, it's for kids also, And sometimes, like, this video here, I do some videos where it has vulgar language and talk about the SJWs and major drastic changes to the original source material in films. Especially the Marvel films, those are all appealing to kids. There's a lot of stuff to appeal to kids these days. And to go through each and every one of my videos to see whether or not a child under the age of 13, also, there's different laws of kids' ages in other countries, which, again, they're not giving you that information. You have to go seek counsel and find out what are the age limits on every country. It's like, what the fuck? It's almost impossible to accurately determine whether or not your video, okay, is made for kids or not. I don't care how you argue it. Like, this is the reality of it. You can joke around and say, oh, you're completely blowing things out of proportion. There's a simple way to find out whether or not, they set certain standards as to whether or not it's for kids or not. But honestly, do you really want to risk that in court? Even if there's a possibility that the FTC does strike your video, that you're in violation, do you know how much money you have to spend to get a fucking lawyer to defend yourself? Even if, let's say, they get you off and, you're not... They pretty much get into a point to where they're just like, well, hey, what, we found out that, you're in the right. You're fucked already because you literally are, like, spending so much money to seek legal counsel, to go to court and get fined. That shit goes on your record. Everybody's fucked. It is not safe to be on YouTube right now. For those who are staying, look, I thought at first, this is simple. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to mark my videos as not safe for kids. And then I read this part that if you mark your video as not safe for kids, and the FTC finds out that your video is safe for kids, you can also be fined $42,000 for each video. And I have over 858. It's a no-win situation, and it's like a fucking game of Russian roulette. It really is. Because if you screw up, okay, you're literally screwed. And try arguing with them in court that you thought on your own decisions that it wasn't, appealing to a child because you don't see fit. What you don't see fit, because everybody has a different personal opinion. What you don't see fit for your 13-year-old, somebody else can argue it is. See, if it was a situation to where YouTube, the algorithm or whatever, it's like a whole demonetization thing, was just like, all right, well, this video is declared not safe for kids, you're not going to get paid for it, whatever, fine. I would be willing to stay for that and say, you know what, I'm screwed. I might as well just not do anything that's appealing to kids anymore. However, that is not the case. The case here is that if you screw up, you're going to court. the government's coming after you. The FDA will fine you $42,000, and that is enough to end somebody, end their life, okay? Because look, this is what I'm concerned about. People are so damn sensitive these days with how things are in the world right now. You know what I'm referring to. I would not be surprised if they started committing suicide over their life's work being destroyed. Or worse, maybe they'll try to hurt somebody. I mean, I'm praying to God that doesn't happen, but when people are hurt, they do stupid shit. And it's this situation, a fine like this, okay, can ruin anybody and can make them do things that they don't want to do, but they're hurt and they want revenge. I'm not wishing that. I hope that doesn't go as far as to that happening, but the way the world is going right now, where people are doing things over the dumbest shit, this is enough to really just cause a problem. It is not fair that you can get fined $42,000 because you didn't mark your video correctly. You don't know. I mean, what happens if you can't pay the fine? Or worse, if you have any life savings, kiss that goodbye. You could possibly face jail time if you don't pay. That's fucking insane. And you know, I've been completely stressed out and worried about this situation. And the first thing I did was try to seek counsel. I'll get to that in a bit. And you know, Team YouTube is no help. And they have not even replied to any of my questions or concerns at all because they don't care. And I've seen so many people ask the same types of questions, and all they do is copy and paste to seek legal counsel if you're worried about which videos are not safe for kids or made for kids or whatever. Well, I pretty much did that. I went to one family lawyer who was completely confused as to why or what the hell is going on, and he's looking into it. But prior to that, I tried to see another lawyer who had me wait for 2 hours to tell me that they can't help me because it's too complicated to seek out another lawyer at the Bar Association. And I'm like, fuck. So when you have lawyers being completely confused and dumbfounded by the vague rules and regulations, that has to tell you something right there. No one can help you. Even professionals are just like, what in the ass is going on? Because I made a good point. I'm like, how is it that you can determine whether or not it's made for kids or not? I mean, honestly, seriously, it's very, very vague. And also for the big YouTube schmucks, yeah, the big YouTube channels out there who got a personal phone call from a CEO claiming on how they truly care about the community. You're so full of fucking shit, okay? Because it's all about the business and nothing personal. All they care about is making fucking money. Especially when they're going around saying that also if, you know, they don't see your channel as commercially viable, they have the right to delete your account. What if there are some people out there who have YouTube channels that don't upload videos and they only like to, you know, subscribe to other channels and watch, and they don't necessarily give a shit about uploading anything, you know, like they're gonna delete their channels too? I mean, what is this shit? Honestly, they don't give a rat's ass about us, because if they did, then as a company, they should have been held responsible for their own actions and even go as far as terminating the service, rather than sending out the FTC and COPA after, you know, us as YouTube content creators that had absolutely no control over YouTube getting information from children who are targeting ads, who, by the way, should be on fucking YouTube to begin with. I thought that's what YouTube kids are for. But you can absolutely thank the irresponsible fucking parents who don't care about what their child does. They just want them to shut the fuck up, and it gives them the opportunity to use a platform that's meant for teens and adults. That's what happened. So because these parents are fucking idiots and irresponsible, and they don't know how to fucking set their kids straight, we're paying the price. And also YouTube for being fucking morons. So the big channels out there who are sticking up for YouTube and talk about how the CEO fucking cares and give them a personal fucking phone call, because they're not giving me a personal fucking phone call. They ain't gonna give lower channels personal fucking phone calls. It's only towards the bigger fucking channels that make them fucking money. And when they get slapped with a fine from the FTC, and all that money you made from the millions of followers will be used to hire a lawyer and pay a damn fine, guess what? Not everybody on YouTube makes that kind of fucking money. So stop defending the CEO of YouTube and spreading lies that all they care about is the content creators, because when you have questions and they can't give you a straight answer and tell you to seek counsel, this is what they're doing. They're washing their hands clean of something they fucked up once again with. And, you know, like, once again, we have to pay the price for it. And first off, I honestly thought the kids already have a YouTube channel, so why in the fuck is the regular YouTube channel being affected? Pardon my cursings, but I want to make sure that this video is not made for fucking kids. And why should content creators be held responsible for YouTube's actions once again? And the worst part is that you will be demonetized for any videos that appeals and considered safe for kids. Made for kids, whatever the fuck they call it. No comments will be allowed, or end screens or other features for those videos. I hate to say and do this, but it leaves me no choice but to... I'm not going to delete my channel, obviously, because I want to keep it for reasons of, you know, other subscribers that I have and everything. But in fear of getting fined $42,000 per video, I'm getting rid of all of them. And it's devastating. I've already started deleting some of my hard work. I put all of them in private. And it sucks because I'm going to miss being able to communicate with all of you on here. But then again, you know what? I'm also going to be still on the Daily Bugle Spidey page. I'm going to be posting videos there. Also, my Twitter, you could follow me on Spider-Man's Web. I'll leave all the links in the bottom of the comment section. And I'm only going to keep this video up for a short time because even though this is not made for kids, I really don't want to risk anything at this point. I can't. And you know what? It's thanks to YouTube that it's one of the main reasons. Oh, you know what? Fuck YouTube, okay? Because it was my work that I uploaded on this shithole. And it was thanks to my work and I guess YouTube in a sense for having me upload shit on their crap fucking page that I, you know, became pressed for New York Comic Con. And now I most likely won't get that chance to do that anymore unless they, you know, check my other page and see the videos that I have from there. And I mean, like I said, I've been trying to, I mean, I can't upload each and every one of my videos, but I've been trying to upload a lot of my old videos from, you know, this page to the Daily Bugle Spidey Facebook page. And the thing is, I feel bad for my people on there who are on there. It's just, I already wrote out an explanation that, you know, for the next couple of days, I'm going to be uploading a lot of videos, so please forgive me on that. And lost a few followers, of course, but you know, at the same time, I have nowhere else to upload these videos. And you know, it just won't be the same anymore. I mean, I won't be able to upload all of them, so I have to pick and choose, and there's just too many of them. And you know, I'm fucking exhausted. I'm tired. I'm pissed off. And unless, and I highly doubt this shit's gonna happen, unless YouTube and the FTC decide to change their tactics and not fine people $42,000 per video, which I highly doubt will be reversed at this point. I really do. I'm not sticking around to wait for it. I mean, like I said, I'll keep my channel open. There's not going to be any videos on there. Obviously, as of right now, you probably can't even see any videos because I made them all private. This one's obviously the only one that's going to be public. But I'll wait until December 8th to see what the updates are, if someone manages to give the people a straight answer instead of vague ones. But yeah, it's already done. I'm not going to risk anything, and I don't suggest that any of you stick around for it either, because I would hate to hear, or I mean, something is going to happen. When this shit hits the fan, there's going to be people getting fined, and you know what? I really hope to God that nobody does anything stupid. I mean, it sucks, but people's lives are going to be ruined. Not just the United States, but just around the world, and it's fucked up. Because look what happens to people's channels who haven't used their YouTube channel for a long time, or completely unaware of the situation that's going on. And one day they look in the mail, and then all of a sudden they have to appear in court because they've been fined $42,000 by the FTC, or maybe even more. Because if there's more than one video, it's more than, probably could be a couple of $1 million, okay? If it's a few or more videos. And that's what sucks. That's why there has to be some way to stop this shit. But there isn't. Like, this is the government we're talking about. They're not going to stop. And YouTube is, man, YouTube is going to become the next MySpace as far as it being dead. I mean, possibly still active. I mean, there's still people active on MySpace, but everyone went over to Facebook, and they didn't go over there because, you know, situation like this, but they just went over there because, you know, it's something new and it was a lot better. But everybody's like, you know, going to another platform. And I mean, I would try Twitch and everything. I signed up and shit, but, you know, I don't know how to upload a video on there. You know, I'm just sticking to Facebook and Twitter, and that's it. So this is my final goodbye on YouTube, and thank you all so much for subscribing and supporting me for so many years. I really do appreciate it. There's about 6,010 of you, but I don't know if each and every one of you are gonna see this message, or they'll probably wonder as to why in the hell I don't have any more videos on here or what's going on. But if you watch this video, like I said, I'm gonna leave a link in the comment section as to, you know, you can go hop over to Daily Bugle Spidey page or Twitter or whatever, and, you know, I mean, like I said, I'll keep continuing to upload as if I were, you know, pretty much what I would upload on YouTube, but not anymore on there, on that page. And like I said, that's the only way to reach me if you want to stay in touch. And I have nothing more to say on this, except I'm going to be praying for all of you that nothing bad happens, because I would hate to hear that any one of you have been fined, you know, or I don't know. It's a very, very sad day, and I really feel bad for a lot of you if you're feeling the same way that I am about this situation, to where you're being forced to delete your channel or delete your videos entirely because you're in fear. I mean, this is serious shit. And, you know, I think that if Stan was still alive and around today, he would really speak out against it and say this is a case of the government and YouTube just abusing their power and being irresponsible with it. Because, yeah, they could talk about how they want to protect the kids. Look, I'm all for protecting kids. They need to be protected, but this is not what this is. This is them bullying us into submission and punishing us for something that we had no control over, something that we didn't do any wrong. And I'm sorry for my very, very long rant, but this is indeed my last video here on YouTube, and I really do appreciate every one of you, and it really sucks to just watch. I mean, after so what I do is that I go through each page, I copy and paste the title, I look for the file format so I can search it on my computer, and I upload it on my Daily Bugle Spidey page. So it's a process. But just after I'm done with one row of videos, which obviously is 30 per page, just to click delete, it's like a stab in the back. Because I've been here for so many years, man, I think like 2008. And all these videos you work really, really hard on, and to see that all your shit, you have to destroy your own work to protect yourself. It's just really heartbreaking. And you know what? I'm just hoping that these people don't start doing this shit on Facebook, and because you know what? If they start like going beyond YouTube, then social media will be dead. Because soon enough you won't be able to post anything without in fear of being fined that amount of money. This is just fucking bullshit, you know. This is just their ways of just trying to make money somehow, because this country is in debt, and it's fucked up. Because if they really cared about the content creators and the kids, they would find some other form, some other way, shape, or form to just do things the right way and not punish people for not being able to determine whether or not their videos are safe for kids or not. I mean, that's just wrong. Anyway, that's just pretty much it. I'm sorry to say this, but Spidey is not just webbing out this time, he's getting the fuck out of YouTube. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And I'm sorry for all my curse words, but I have to hit the nail on the head as far as this video not being made for kids, because obviously it's not. And if I had a swear jar, Jesus, I'd be a fucking millionaire right now by the end of this video. Alright, Spidey whipping out. Or in this case, Spidey getting the fuck out of YouTube.